Hello, my name is Aaron Seiler. I'm a producer at the Plaza Theatre Company, and I'm going to give you a very quick presentation on our automation for video submittal casting. Starting with COVID, it seems that most live theater are now doing auditions through video submittals. In fact, we even tried to have live auditions, and I had 3 people show up and everyone else auditioned by video submittals. So this seems to be the way that things are happening. Here's the problem. When you have video submittal casting, everything comes in electronically. We use Google Forms to bring in everything electronically. So here is a Google form for my auditions for Moriarty, and I'm asking the basic questions, and then I give them character descriptions, and we ask them basic questions about that. Then I ask for their rehearsal conflicts, I ask for their performance conflicts, and even things like t-shirt size, because we do give free t-shirts to all the cast members. And then here they can upload their audition videos, and then they can also upload their headshots and their resume, and we require the headshot. Because when you do an in-person audition, in the old days, people would print out their resume and they would staple their headshot to the back, and everyone, we would have this that we could put it on the counter and kind of shuffle them around and look at them. So that's the first part of Google Forms. Well, the thing is, it's really hard at Google Forms because you can get a response sheet. So we'll give you like a little sheet here that says these are the people that audition, here's all their information. And I can scroll down through all their conflicts, and then I can actually go and see their video submittals, and here I can click on a link. But in some cases, people will submit multiple videos, and now this link is not clickable. It is here, you can see it's separated by a comma, but that can make things difficult as well. So what we do is we have it go into Trello. So Trello's great. Originally we had to move all this all in manually, but I'm going to show you an automation that we have to where this gets created automatically as people enter their audition information. But you can see I had a problem here. People are submitting their own headshots, and some are in this orientation, some are square, some are not so square, some are landscape, and then some are just a screenshot of their phone, and so I don't really get to see the face. And ideally, I would want everyone kind of in this neighborhood in the bottom left here, where everything I could see the face nice and easily. And the great thing is this is great for casting because I can then take these cards, I can open them up, and inside here is all the information that they gave in their audition, and then I can actually take that and move it around to different places. Another thing you'll notice here is I have labels. Now I'm going to show you how I do this in Trello, but if they have no rehearsal conflicts, it will actually put a little tab there that says no rehearsal conflicts. And it can put a tab for no performance conflicts and things like that. And I can also, and then we can do a whole bunch of other things in Trello just manually that we do ourselves to make things very well organized. So let's get into it, shall we? So this is my little nerdy slides that I put together in Notepad because I'm kind of nerdy like that. Okay, so we're using Google Form to a response sheet, and Zapier reads the response sheet as they are uploaded. So let's look at my Zapier automation. Zapier is a great tool. It has a free trial, and I think afterwards about 20 something, well, 25, 26 bucks a month is what it takes. So you can see they already have a thing here where they can talk to my response sheet. This is for Legend Sleepy Hollow, which is currently in auditions, or we're in callbacks now. Then here I have a little AI section where I fed in all the rehearsal conflict results. And I said, if any of these entries say conflict, then output rehearsal conflict. Otherwise, output no rehearsal conflict. And then I'm going to use that prompt later and put that in Trello. And I have the same thing here for performance conflicts here, and I just have a very simple prompt. Carefully view each entry in the data set, and I can just kind of put this together. Now, if you're not so good at writing AI prompts, you can actually go into ChatGPT and have it write the prompt for you. This one is so verbose, I probably did run this through ChatGPT just to make sure it was all good. But there we go. In fact, it looked like there's way more in here than I need. Gosh, that's kind of dirty. But anyway, I'm not embarrassed. All right, next thing problem we have is that when people submit headshots, sometimes they're submitting headshots that they might have taken on their phone. And an iPhone will export an image format called HEIC. And guess what? HEIC cannot be viewed natively on a Windows machine. You can do it if you convert it or whatever, or if you download the viewer, but who wants to mess with that? And we're just theater people. We don't really want to do that. And so what I do to overcome this is first I get the Google ID of the headshot. So here's my headshot, and there's a pattern here that I pulled out. I use a regex pattern where I can pull out the Google ID. Here you can see the Google ID right there as well. So once I get the Google ID, I now have the downloading. I now have the Google ID. Then I can go to Google Drive and I can say, I want you to retrieve that image by the Google ID. And when I do it this way, I can actually do it through a specific download. Now that I have this image in the most direct way possible, I send it to a free service that we use called Cloudinary. Cloudinary is a very cool, powerful tool, and I'm just using the free version of it. And basically, I take the link. Here's the link that I built from the Google ID, and I send it to a folder that I created in my Cloudinary account called Audition Headshots. And when it uploads it, it will output an ID for that image. Then I take that output and I now take that JPEG that I put into Cloudinary and I transform it. Now what this transform does is that this allows me to transform it to a JPEG. So all images 100% are JPEGs, and I'm not dealing with if someone uploaded a PNG or they uploaded a HEIC. Even if they uploaded a GIF for some reason, whatever they uploaded, it's going to make it all JPEG. Now that it's JPEG, when I create my Trello card, I can now size that image. And let me, before I get into the create the Trello card, let me go back to my Trello real quick. And I was talking about these different image sizes. And you can see it's just not such a great way that I want to do it. It's harder to see them. It puts this person at disadvantage because their face is so small. So what it does, Cloudinary has a way where it will actually create a thumbnail and it will focus on the nose of the person and put their nose in the middle of the image and then crop around it. Now the most impressive one is this one here. You can see she uploaded a very high resolution image, but it was hard to see the face. Well, Cloudinary went in, found the face, and cropped around it automatically. And then I gave it the size, and the same here, it found the face. Even when the face is at a side profile, it can do it. This one was already done, and here it took this headshot and sized it, and sized here as well. And then this one where it was just a sliver of an image, it took it and it sized it accordingly. So this was done in Cloudinary. And let me go back here to Cloudinary. So this is how it works. By the way, I'll show you how it works here as we're building the Trello card. So here we build the Trello card. I can put in the name. This is from my Google Sheet response. Here, remember that little tool that I made where I used AI to tell me if it's a rehearsal conflict or performance conflict? It will put that at the top. And then it will put in all the information. These asterisks will bold that text in my Trello card. And you can see I'm just popping in the fields from my Google form. And here is my audition video. So if they have two videos, it will put it there, separate it with a comment, and make them both linkable. I can literally just click inside. And then here the additional information. And then if they upload their resume, it just puts the link straight from my Google folder. Here are the attachments of the Cloudinary. Now here you can see the code that makes this happen. Here it is going to just upload it straight. And then here is where it's going to upload the thumbnail. And it's using this code. It says gravitate, the G means gravitate to the face. It's 500 pixels by 500 pixels. So that gives me a perfect square. And then here's where it actually pulls the image. You can see it's extremely simple code. Anyone could do this. It's very well documented on their site. And I just use Zapier to pop that into the Trello card. And then I have it just for fun, I also have just a general crop. Normally I don't use this because this is, our sizes come so differently. The crop usually crops much closer than I want it to. Usually this thumbnail is the best way to do it. So let's go back to my Trello. I'll open up this card. And here you can scroll down and you can see the card here that Trello put in its place. And here the video is clickable, where I can then watch their audition video. So that's it in a nutshell. That's the way it goes. So here's the cost. Google Forms is free. Zapier, $26 per month. I think I'm getting it $24.64 per month, but that's the neighborhood. Cloudinary, what I'm using Cloudinary for is free. It can do a lot more things. You can store a lot more images, but for me, free. And then Trello is also free unless you need more than 5 users to manage it. So if you've got 5 people on your production team, you're good. You could all be on your Trello. You will need to delete them all and start a new Trello for your next show that you're auditioning. Currently, we're paying, and if you need more than 5, I think it's $3.64 a user a month. So it's not that much money. So there you go. I hope you guys find this useful.